Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
Good morning and welcome. How y'all doing? It's about 8:30 in the morning here at Site B. It is a lazy, slow, gloomy, rainy spring day, and it's Friday. So me and Steve the Cat are going to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding Kickstarter type thingies that are coming to an end this week and see if any of them have made any news. I mean, as you know, the members of the gaming community don't support independent games, so I guess it's just an illusion that I do this every week. And I don't know, is there any small independent games that we weren't supporting that maybe made news this week? Yeah, I'd say there was. Congratulations to Kelsey Dion and the Arcane Library for once again shattering the glass ceiling, hitting $1 million in under 12 hours, the first $1 million club of the tabletop role-playing game community for 2025. Suck it, Wizards of the Coast, and are currently at 1,384,277 of their $10,000 goal, and it looks like it's still growing. Everybody is talking about the success of Shadowdark: The Western Reaches. Even people who you never thought, even some of the people who a year ago were, saying horrible things about Kelsey are now like, yeah, I get it. She won because she did all the things that the rest of us said we were going to do, but didn't do. I don't know. Maybe it's because Kelsey, actually worked her ass off for success. And didn't involve herself in politics, didn't post any videos, about how horrible somebody else was. She just did the frickin' work. And for that, I respect her. But that's not the only Shadowdark project that was fully funded. Also, shout out to our good friend, Victor, another small press independent game that, we don't support, another modder. Oh, look, he's had a goal of $2,000 and he's made $7,750, 301 backers, 16 days to go. By the way, Victor's Blacklight is the number one crowdfunding project for the city, town area where he lives. Number one crowdfunding project for the area of the world where Victor lives. So check out Blacklight, the modern setting and rules for Shadowdark RPG. Vigilantes for Shadowdark would not exist without Blacklight. And when I do decide to redo it and kickstart it, definitely gonna shout out this because, the bare bones of Vigilantes for Shadowdark, the product I made, wouldn't exist without this product. So thank you, Victor, and congratulations. Now let's move on to the rest of the crowdfunding news, all the tabletop crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end this week, but you still have a chance to support if you're feeling so generous. From Nat 19, we have what? Zagalather's Excaluna collection. Zagalhta. Is that Agatha, but with a Z-A? No, there's no L in Agatha. Excaluna, EXOLUNA collection. So we've got a anime witch girl with titties, casting some magic, new spells, new beasts, space mechanics, airships, 5e, source book. It's $30 PDF and VT version of the book. It's a Nat 19 is a live play group because of Porset things, and this is their 1.9e science fantasy JRPG themed role-playing game that they developed and played online. 250 pages of anime, mecha piloting, monstrous spells, trying to take 5e and turn it into a JRPG because I guess they didn't want to use one of the many amazing JRPGs that exists, like Fate Fabula Ultima or Big Eye Small Mouth. And so they made their own, and they took 5e and made it into a JRPG, which, is a connection that makes sense because, 5e already is pretty close to being a JRPG anyways, though it's not as dangerous as Deadly as a JRPG, but definitely has a lot of the over-the-top anime influences. Is this AI or does somebody draw this? I don't know. I guess Zaglatha is this individual, and Exolunar is a referencing to the fact that this takes place in outer space, but I don't know. Sos de minima. Don't name your game words that people can't pronounce. I mean, how am I going to order it on the phone? Yeah, hi. Oh, hi. How can we show you today? Yeah, I'd like to order this new game called Zagalatha X Luna. What was that? Zagalatha X Luna. That's not a thing, sir. Anyways, good luck, guys. We have Festival of the Forgotten, Revelations of the Dark Carnival, a new campaign by Eldrith Arthur and Rick Hines. It's a Dark Carnival D&D 2024 source book from Storyteller Forge Studios. It's $70 for the PDF and print version of the book, a 200-page campaign set for 52024E. It's 6th edition. Just call it 6th edition. It's a Dark Carnival, something wicked this way comes, Ray Bradbury, Halloween tree kind of stuff. So spookiness. From Jack Dixon, we have One Honk, Two Furious, the Goose-based tabletop role-playing game. Start the presses. This could possibly be the single greatest role-playing game ever made, and there's no reason for anybody else to ever make another game ever again, because it's a role-playing game about geese, which is just freaking awesome. Obviously, a tongue-in-cheek game. $20 for shipping and hand, plus shipping and handling for the PDF and the print version of the books. It's a goose-based tabletop role-playing game where you play a goose. You play a goose and you do goose things. Your gaggle of geese going on adventures and doing geeks things, plus flying and, you know, eating and quacking at people and pooping on the lawn. Is just a role-playing game about a group, all your adventurers, but you're geese, and that's just awesome. From Scott McDonald, we have Wasteland Degenerates, a hardcover tabletop role-playing game. This is inspired by Mork Borg, $45, gets you the PDF and print version of the core rulebook. It's the Mad Max time tabletop role-playing game. So Mork Borg doing a Mad Max horror, Vehicular Homicide, Wasteland Mutants. There weren't a lot of mutants in Mad Max. So it just, yeah, post-Holocaust with cars, Gaslands, Mad Max for Mork Borg type thing. Harnquest from Columbia Games, $119. It's the gets you 4 issues of Harnquest PDF plus print plus PDFs. As a 4 quarterly collections, new and updated articles about Harn. Each issue is 32 pages with articles about Harn, kingdoms, cities, castles, history of Harn. Harn's one of the greatest campaign settings that never got a lot of love. I had the map of Harn, I think, once upon a time. It was just a beautiful map, beautiful game. $119 seems a little pricey for 4 issues of basically Dragon magazine, but it's Columbia Games, and Harn is just a work of art. Sadly, it never got the love that it could have gotten. You know, it had to compete with so many other games that were coming out in the 70s and 80s and doing the exact same thing, and they just fell to the wayside. But yeah, it's a beautiful system, beautiful game, beautiful world building, constantly making amazing stuff. 119 is a little pricey, but it's Harn, and I think it's maybe worth it if this is something you're into. Hey, we just mentioned this. Blacklight for Shadowdark by the Scrying Dutchman coming to an end. Link down below. Congratulations. It's a source book for Shadowdark, taking Shadowdark into the modern days. This, yeah, firearms, guns, everything you'd want. From Raven God Games, we have Reaver Sword and Sorcery Role-Playing. This is $18 for a PDF. It's a sword and sorcery role-playing using the dice chain mechanic, in which modifiers step up or down the type of dice you roll. So it's Savage Rolls, where you roll different dice and kind of thing. You could choose to roll a D6, or you could static it up to D8, static it up to a D10, static it up to a D12, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Assuming that the higher the dice you roll, the better your chances of getting a success. I don't know if that's mathematically correct or not. I think it is on the bell curve. But for $18, another sword and sorcery OSR type game, but using a different type of system. Interesting. From EM Publishing, we have Secrets of the Grave, Undead Monstrosities, and Spells of Decay. It's some Necromancer love for Dungeons & Dragons 5e. It's $10 for the PDF, $10 for undead, necromancy, graveyard generator, Town of the Dead, a undead themed adventure, disease, zombies, flying corpses, all the fun Halloween stuff you could want. Because it's March, it's time to start thinking about Halloween from our friends at EN World. And this little project that we do every Friday would not exist without EN World. So thanks, EN World, for making the links available and showing us all these projects coming to an end. Good luck with your little undead graveyard necromancy vampire book. Reverb for $18 could be interesting. Definitely back this, obviously, because, you know, it's a little pricey, but yeah, it's kind of hard to say no to Harn. $45 for something that's already been done, but it is Gasland, it is Mad Max, it is fun goofiness. It is Mork Borg. It's weird how the supplements from Mork Borg and how all the Mork Borg based on is doing better than actual Mork Borg. You also notice that this guy has a lightsaber spiked baseball bat, and yeah, AI maybe, I don't know. Single greatest role-playing game ever made, honk. Spooky Carnival, whatever this is. Maybe the next evolution of Dungeons & Dragons 6th edition is Dungeons & Dragons Anime Space 6X. I don't know. But I think it's cool that they developed the game during the live play. So everybody got to see the game grow and change. And 250 pages for $30, that's not bad. So then, but of course, we do have to, again, just say, you know, if you haven't backed Shadowdark with the Western Reaches yet, check it out. Back at links down below to the Shadowdark, links down below to Blacklight by Victor, links down below to the other ones I think are worth your time and fun. That's it for all the Kickstarters, or you can ignore everything I just spent the last 12 minutes talking about and just use the link down below to support yours truly latest project, Vigilantes for Shadowdark, marked down for the entire month of March. Steve and I would greatly appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Stay safe out there. The weather is weird.
Roll the dice and ride the wave. Quest and dragons, the news we crave. Under neon lights, we take a stand.